Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for XRP, Link and ADA price prediction based on Elliott Wave analysis. Before we continue, I would like to briefly share an exclusive offer from BYDFi. By signing up through my link in the description below, you'll receive an instant VIP3 account providing significantly reduced trading fees. In addition, BYDFi is offering generous sign-up bonuses. Deposit $100 and receive a 50 USDT bonus. Deposit $1,000 and receive 200 USDT, or deposit $20,000, you will receive 2,000 USDT bonus. This is a limited time offer, so check my link in the description below to take advantage of it. We're gonna start with XRP on the all-time history here, where we have an impulse toward the upside. Wave A or Wave 1 direction of the market is set up towards the upside. We got a correction sideways, very long one, as WXNOY in a years, of course, to finish here, where we have started a Wave 1 here as an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Wave 1. We're looking for a deep correction. Wave 2 still unfinished potentially, and we're still, of course, estimating when it's gonna be finished on the micro level. Therefore, on the micro level here, we are looking at our 4-hour chart. Since the top of the Wave 1, we are looking here at something as a Wave 1 diagonal, or Wave A can be given here is 3 waves down as a Wave B or an X, and we're looking for something else here to be finished into possibilities, whether it is a Wave Y or a Wave C. The Wave Y has to be 3 waves. Don't forget, it can be a zigzag, it can be a flat, it can be even a triangle. However, of course, we're still potentially in a triangle estimation here for a Wave Y, but of course, very likely that we might continue here the drop as an impulse in a Wave C, at least in an A, B, and a C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, to finish Wave Y, potentially Wave 2 with it, and pushing toward the upside. In case we need more time and even lower prices, it can be, of course, an A, and of course the Wave B there, don't forget, and then a Wave C to be finished, of course, as an ending diagonal, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And it might hit, of course, as we request here, the 0.38 minimum fib level. However, it's not really necessarily here to really take the fib level. Guess why? Because of course the wick was much more than enough this to finish, of course, in between the perfect fib level, even for Wave 2. I doubt, of course, that we are going to dive very deep to take this wick low here, and I think that all what we need right now is simply time to finish, of course, this WX and a Wave Y, and very, very likely that we are going to end up truncated here. So we might, of course, get a zigzag or a diagonal to finish up, and then pushing towards the upside. So basically, what I'm looking right now at the 1-hour chart here is a potential 1, 2 there. Can be, of course, a Wave 3 unfolding, of course, as a 1, 2, 3 here, and then a Wave 4 and a 5 to finish a Wave 3, and you're still looking right now at a 4 and a 5 in the orange to finish a Wave C, or potentially, of course, can be still a zigzag, because we are in a zigzag Wave 1, Wave 2 zigzag, and you are looking at A, B, and a C, another zigzag for Wave 3, which is very, very likely, guys, to be happening here as a zigzag ABC, and then, of course, a zigzag Wave 4, Wave 5, finishing up, of course, around the 0.38, $1.58 for XRP is expected from this area to start to see something to push toward the upside. And if we take a look at XRP here on the 1-minute chart, we can see that we are still in a bearish signal there. Very strong sell off here for XRP. We see, of course, triple signals there, and we dive very, very deep. We got invalidation for the bullish, meaning whatever you get here is gonna turn up into something corrective. Yeah, so we gotta be careful. It might turn into something corrective even in this push toward the upside. I don't see an impulse. I see simply overlapping. Everything is overlapping. Nothing is impulsive as it was supposed to be. So very likely that we are in W here, a wave X and a wave Y somehow, and we push, of course, for lower within this bearish signal. So we gotta be careful with it. Yep, so this is regarding XRP. If we take a look at a link as well, we're gonna dive in the all-time history as well, starting with this impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to finish wave 1 or wave A. Direction of the market is set up toward the upside. W, X, Y, X, and a Z. Very complex structure here, of course, where we saw, of course, the zigzag for W, zigzag for X, zigzag for Y, the same for the another X, and finally for a wave Z there. And finishing, of course, a wave B or a wave A. Very complex, but of course, after it, we start an impulse toward the upside, and of course, followed by several potential impulses. Can be, of course, a diagonal here, or even if you want to count this as an ABC, very, very likely, by the way, not impulse, because you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a wave C extended here, and this wave 4 belongs this wave 2. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So very likely ABC zigzag, another zigzag wave 3, and correction, another zigzag wave 5, truncation, normal to happen, of course, within the leading diagonals. And we're pushing down right now in a wave 2, of course, to hit the perfect fib level in this red zone, expected, of course, to be hit. And we're looking for a reaction from there for CHAINLINK, and $10, maybe $9.85 can be, of course, a possibility. However, worst case scenario is breaking this area, and this is, of course, much more bigger red flag there, and we might, of course, dive and melt down towards a wave C, meaning, of course, it wants to finish up this into a wave C regular flat, turning this into 3 waves here, and potentially 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5, meaning huge correction. It has been years, we never broke this level. So imagine if this is gonna happen, of course, that is gonna be a big trap. So we gotta be careful. $2.7 for Link. And it might be bullish, yes, it might go back for a new all-time high, so might be, of course, a very nice opportunity. But yeah, I mean, it's a big meltdown for the spot holders, so that is a huge red flag, this area, if broken. Okay, this area, guys, mark it, please. So on the 2 hours chart here, on the 2 hours chart, of course, we are looking at this drop down in double 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, and currently the wave 4 probably can be, of course, something finished as a wave 4 there, and we're looking here probably for an ending diagonal, meaning this wave 4 is finished over there, and we are looking here for an ending diagonal, meaning rather than a triangle, because obviously broken. So I'm gonna remove the triangle here, no need for it anymore, no ABC. Very likely we are in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This stays from our possibilities, meaning now highest possibility is this unfolding as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to hit our red box there. But don't forget that this is an impulse, guys. Yeah, what does it mean? It means if you have really finished over there wave 1 and this is only an impulse, well, ABC still required there, and you did not finish really a wave 2 yet. And it might be, of course, breaking the 886 there if we gonna get a zigzag, because it's an impulse, ABC, turning into, yeah, we gotta be careful. Okay, guys. So the things doesn't look perfect, even if we are at the end of the impulse. That it's not a good signal if this is a real impulse 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, unless it is an ABC here. Well, let me check what it might means. Okay, then the triangle. Yeah, so we still have the possibility of the triangle, as you can see. This triangle, guys, is there. You can see, of course, there is a triangle, which it can be, in this case, something like an open triangle, meaning A, B, and a C, right? And then pushing for higher. D and a E, and of course, when you finish the triangle, then we push for higher. So very, very likely the triangle is playing as well, but that means, of course, we're gonna reach this area there, guys, meaning this area, which is our red flag area. If broken, that is horrible, right? So yeah, we don't want to see this, right? So I mean, even if we are future traders, it's not good and healthy for the crypto market, for the spot holders. Yeah, so trade safe, guys. Now, ADA. For ADA as well, we are looking at a potential 1-2-1-2 here, double 1-2, but very, very unlikely because this is a very long sideways correction, unfinished, and also very likely that we have only three waves. Wave A, you're looking for three waves in a wave B, and then pushing toward the upside, meaning this impulse there is your wave A, wave B there, correction, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. To be finishing here, of course, yeah, and very likely at the 1-to-1 fib level, 10 cents for ADA, so we gotta be very, very careful as well. The drop is still in the middle, and if you think that this was much more than enough for the crypto market, it looks like it is not. So we're still, of course, pushing lower and lower here, so we gotta be careful. 2 hours chart, we are in double 1-2, wave 3, wave 5 and 4 and a 5, and here we are, of course, expanding this push toward the downside. And yeah, it might be even like an impulse that it might expand even for lower and lower. Once you take the low, well, we can start to consider something to push for higher. Therefore, I'm gonna set this this line here as taking the all-time low, I would say. Gray dashed, here we go. So take the low. Okay, so if we take the low, then okay, we have to be attentive. Green flag might be showing up here and then pushing for higher. Yeah, we want to maybe because maybe it's a wave Y. Yeah, that's why that is a scenario. Also W, X, and a Y. The wave Y might be zigzag only, meaning finishing this impulse, boom. All right. So we'll see, of course, what it might happen for ADA as well. Not good as well on the KGT. Very red signal there, very bearish, and still, of course, looking under pressure of selling. And we have invalidation here for the bullish. Nothing is bullish. You want to see lower prices anyway, and then a bullish signal. Yeah, in case we are pushing for higher, you want to see lower prices first, bullish signal there, and then, okay, if this happens, then we push for higher. But currently from there, it doesn't look good. Yep, so these are the possibilities for ADA, XRP, and Link. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.